All right, good afternoon. It is time for the Robin's Nest Live. Today is Wednesday, and of course, that means that it's time for ear training. And you know what I've got to stop doing? I have got to stop talking before I turn on the screen. I keep forgetting to turn on the screen. But okay, thank you all for joining me. Good afternoon. It is time for the Robin's Nest Live, and it is Wednesday. And what that means is that we are going to get into some ear training practice. Today we're going to do scales. We're going to do scales today, and I think what we'll do is we'll do some mode stuff. We'll do some mode stuff. I think, yeah, we haven't done that in a while. And so, yeah, I would love to do that with y'all today. So we're just going to do some what I like to call nuance drills. Nuance drills allow us to focus on the differences between scales that we are learning and scales that we already know. So that's what we're going to be working on today. And so if you're interested in expanding your ear to hear these new types of scales, then, you know, this I think is going to spark your curiosity as we get into working with the stuff. You can't hear me. Oh yeah. Okay. 1 second. It's always something. Bear with me. YouTube and Instagram. Let me fix this real quick. Boy, oh boy. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know. Let me know on TikTok if you can hear me. It should be fixed. It sounds like a cord is unplugged. Okay. There I go. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Is that Devaso? Thank you for being here and thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. And not just letting me be on live yapping and nobody can hear me. But anyhow, let's get into it. Like I said, today we're going to focus on what I like to call nuance drills. These are scale exercises that we can do that help us highlight the differences between scales we want to learn and scales we already know. I love doing nuance drills. They're my favorite thing in the whole world to do, or one of my favorite things in the whole world to do. But before we get started, say what's up if you're going to hang out with me in the chat. Hello, Chris. Hello, Delani. Love it. I'm so glad you were at the open mic. Last night we had an open mic, y'all. We had the first virtual open mic ever. It was great. We had so many great singers that came and kind of graced us yesterday, and we're definitely going to do it again. I don't know how soon, but we will be doing it again. And so keep your eyes open, keep your ears peeled, because I know there's some singers out there who want to get some performance experience, and this is a really good, safe opportunity to do so, right? It's low pressure for the most part, right? Because you're at home, you know, but you still get those same kind of like, oh man, people are listening to me sort of jitters. And so you get some practice working it out. But we did, you know, everybody last night was so good. Hey, Jasmine. Everybody was so good. Hey, Raylon, good morning. Everybody was so good. So I was happy to be there. I was just as happy to be there as I was to host it. So definitely keep your ears open for the next Robin's Nest open mic. If you want to know when it is and you don't want to be dependent on the algorithm to tell you, because I'll tell you what, whether you're watching me on TikTok or Instagram, the algorithm is unreliable. Hey, Tay. So if you want to know what's going on in the Robin's Nest, I highly recommend that you download the Robin's Nest app. If you're watching me on YouTube, the Robin's Nest app link should be in the description. If it's not, reach out to me. Same thing on TikTok. My link thingy is not currently linking. So if you would like to download the Robin's Nest app, send me a DM and I'll send you the link. And same on Insta. If you would like to download the Robin's Nest app so that you can know what's going on in the nest, send me a DM and I'll get you set up. I'll get you right. But okay, as I said earlier, we are going to practice our nuance drills. We're going to practice scales using exercises that I like to call nuance drills, and they just help bring alive the particular scales that are out there. So we're going to do a couple of modesy scales, okay? I'm thinking we could do a little Mixolydian, a little Lydian, a little Phrygian. I love doing Phrygian, actually. It's one of my favorite scales to work on. Hey, Ashley. I cannot wait until you're back. But yeah, we're going to do probably mixed Lydian, Lydian, Phrygian, and Dorian. Maybe we'll do Locrian too. I don't know. We love Locrian. Again, the Robin's Nest is a Locrian Stan account. Okay. Thank you for the follow. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. And just in case this is your first time hanging out with me, my name is Ashley Robin. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, and I'm also a musicianship coach, which means that whatever makes you fully the music creator you desire to be, whether that's vocal coaching, songwriting, ear training, or production coaching, I can help you in all four of those areas. I'm your girl. I've got 2 degrees in music. That's a bachelor's in classical, a master's in jazz. I've been singing seriously, studying music for about 18 years now, and I've been teaching other people either how to make music or about music in different contexts, like for colleges, organizations, and of course on a one-to-one basis for about 13 years now. I'm a signed artist. In fact, I have a feature dropping on Friday. I'm very excited about it. But yeah, I'm a signed artist. I work with other labeled artists. I've sung backgrounds for live television broadcasts, live concerts in really cool legendary spaces like the Apollo Theater in New York City, where I am from. You know, live events, I get called to run rehearsals. I do studio sessions, I arrange vocals, all that good stuff. It makes me so happy to do those things. I have had the pleasure of coaching people that work with Pharrell Williams, Lana Del Rey, and Burna Boy. And guess what? Every time you tune into the Robin's Nest Live, I am your coach too. And so the Robin's Nest Live is all about creating a safe space for us to grow together, for musicians, I should say, and artists who are serious about growing in the craft. That's what the Robin's Nest Live and the Robin's Nest period is for. And just so you know the schedule, I am live pretty much every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around noon. Okay. On Mondays, we do vocal warm-ups that promote your vocal health. Wednesdays, we do ear training. And on Fridays, we do vocal warm-ups as well, but we focus a bit more on increasing our vocal agility. So we have a lot of fun Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for different reasons. Yeah, I think the ado is now done. Let's get into it. Let's do today's exercise. Let's see. So I think we'll start pretty simple. Let's do, here's how we'll do it. In fact, maybe I should write it down. Maybe I should write it down. But this is what we're going to do. I think we're going to do, just so I don't forget the order, okay? Let's do major, minor, right? Then we'll do major Lydian. Then we'll do major Mixolydian. And by the way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, like you're like, what are these words that she's using? I've never heard these words in my life. You should totally come to my next free Control Your Sound session, because the scales that I'm talking about are scales that are used constantly across pop music, media, etc., and they give you greater emotional depth in your songwriting, in your vocal arrangements, in your production as well. So you should totally learn about these scales, and the Robin's Nest is big on teaching these scales. So definitely join me. You can also join me for Modes Workshop Live. If you don't feel like you need to get the preliminary stuff, you just want to jump in and learn them all with me for 8 weeks. Modes Workshop Live is where you want to be. But okay, so we're going to do major minor, major Lydian, major Mixolydian. Then we're gonna do minor Dorian. In fact, we could do major Dorian as well. That would be kind of trippy. Minor Dorian, minor Phrygian. Okay, we're gonna go back and forth between the scales, and then we'll do Phrygian, Locrian. All right, so that's 6 exercises we're gonna do. 6 exercises. As you can see, the tempo is pretty chill. Let me see, this is perfect timing because I was deaf scrolling on TikTok, procrastinating on starting my vocal work for today, and I stumbled into your live. Get to it, Jasmine. Get to it, Jasmine. Let's do it. All right, so as you can probably hear, maybe, I hope you can hear, we are in the key of, or rather, we're in the tonal center of A flat, right? So this sound is going to be our 1 the whole time. If you're a lower voice, feel very free to join us an octave below. Okay. Hello. I think that's Kendall. Hey, Kendall. All right. So we're going to practice. All right. A nice, easy pace. All right. So first we're doing major, minor. So we're going to go up 5-note scale. It's going to sound like this. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go back. 1, 2, flat, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's major. Then 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5. That's minor. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5. One more time with numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5. Do you feel the difference between the two scales? That's the goal. That's the goal. And the more you practice these kinds of exercises, you're going to get like really fine-tuned in your ear, right? It also helps with vocal control, all that good stuff. In fact, if you want more exercises like this, I do have an exercise collection called Scale Benders. Volume 1 is available now, and it takes you between major and minor. But again, it helps you with vocal control, accuracy, all the good stuff. Both time I was talking. One more time. Major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Let's switch to minor. And 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5. One more time on minor. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5. Or do, re, mi, fa, so. Okay? Now, out there, you can choose to do numbers or solfege. I think I may switch to solfege just because it's better on the syllables. But I'm a huge proponent of the fact that we should know our number system too. But when we're singing, when we're doing vocal exercises, solfege just works better. As you can see, it's a lot less funky to say. So let's switch over to solfege. Double time. Here we go. Major, minor. And do, re, mi, fa, so. 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 Good. Now let's go to another end of the scale. We're going to do the tail of the scale. All right? So we're going to descend from 1. It's going to sound like this. Do, ti, la, so. Do, te, le, so. Yeah. Do, ti, la, so. Do, te, le, so. Yeah. Do, ti, la, so. Do, te, le, so. Do, ti, la, so. Do, te, le, so. Let me check something real quick, because sometimes the 808, sometimes the 808 can make you feel not quite in the center of the pitch. So let's use the piano as well as the 808. Here we go. And do, ti, la, so. Do, te, le, so. Do, ti, la, so. Do, te, le, so. One more time. Do, ti, la, so. Do, te, le, so. Do, ti, la, so. Do, te, le, so. Cool. Let's do the whole thing. Whole thing. So we're going to descend. It's fun to descend it, right? So we're going to do major, minor. Here we go. And do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Minor. Do, te, le, so, fa, mi, re, do. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Do, te, le, so, fa, mi, re, do. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Can you hear that, guys? Do, te, le. Weird. All right, let's try again. Major, then minor. Here we go. And do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And then do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. That's Dorian. Hold on. All right, let me play and sing. Okay? And this is just a testament. Having a good ear does not mean you are always right. It doesn't mean that you're always perfect and you get everything perfect. But it definitely means that you can hear when something is off. Okay? So let me see. Can you ask me who my favorite singer is? Who is my favorite singer? That's a really hard question. My most favoriteest singer in the whole world? I don't know. Let me think about that. I'm not sure. It's really hard. I'm sorry, y'all. There's like a piece of hair like right in my eyeball, and it won't get out. But yeah, I don't know. It's a really hard question to answer. You thought the flat 3 was pronounced as mo? Maybe. It depends on where you are culturally. Everybody has a different way to say the solfege. But in Western culture, right, and when you flatten the note, when you flatten me, it becomes may. So definitely use what is culturally to you. You don't have to say what I'm saying. And even if you want to still do numbers, you can still do numbers, All right. We're getting stuck in major minor. Let's do a couple more major minors, and then we're going to move on. We're going to do major Lydian next. Here we go. Major first, all the way down. And do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And then do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. I'm really glad, Jasmine. I'm glad you found me. Do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. 2 more times, and do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And then do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Cool. Now we're moving on. Moving on to major Lydian. Major and Lydian. So just repeat after me. All right, we're going to swap between major and Lydian. I hope that you can feel the difference between the 2 scales. Again, that's what these nuance drills are for, okay? All right, so we're doing a 5-note scale. Here we go. First major, then Lydian. It's going to sound like this. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fi, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fi, sol. Messing up. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi. What am I doing? I think I'm stuck in minor. Goodness gracious. Ooh-hoo. Here we go. Try again. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fi, sol. There we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fi, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fi, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fi, sol. Good. Are you with me? Nice. Yeah, we are. This is kicking our butts. Is it kicking your butt too? It's kicking my butt today. Interesting. All right, cool. Let's go backwards. So we're going to start on 5. No worries. The more you practice it, the more you find it. The more you can find it. Yeah. So we're going to start on sol, sol, fa, mi. That's fi. Sorry. Try again. And major. Sol, fa, mi, re, do. Then sol, fi, mi, re, do. Sol, fa, mi, re, do. Sol, fi, mi, re, do. Sol, fa, mi, re, do. Sol, fi, mi, re, do. Sol, fa, mi, re, do. Sol, fi, mi, re, do. Re, do. Cool. Another place to start with these kinds of drills, and again, we do these types of drills on the Robinsons all the time. If you join me for Modes Workshop Live, this is part of what we are going to do to master all 7 of the modes. So definitely join me. If this is the kind of work you feel like you need to be doing for your ear, for your musicality, for your songwriting, for your production skills and all that, definitely join me for Modes Workshop Live. If you would like to know more information about it, send me a DM if you are on Instagram or TikTok. But if you're on YouTube, it should be in the description. Okay, you should be able to find information on the Control Your Sound session that will give you more information about the Modes Workshop Live session. All right, cool. So let's target a bit here because Fee is a little elusive today for some reason. All right, so all we have to do is rock back and forth, right? So fa, so Fee, so fa, that's me. So Fee, so fa, there it is. So Fee, so fa, fa. So Fee, oh no. So fa, so Fee, so fa, so Fee. Let's go down a little more. So fa mi, so Fee mi, yeah. So fa mi, so Fee mi. That makes it easier. So fa mi, so Fee mi, so fa mi, so Fee mi, re, do. Cool. All right, Lydian's kicked our butt enough. Let's move on to Mixolydian. All right, so we're gonna move over to the tail end of the scale so we can focus on the difference between major and Mixolydian. So this is the exercise. I love doing this one actually. So it's gonna sound like this. Right, so do, ti, la, so, do, te, la, so, right? Do, ti, la, so, do, te, la, so, do, ti, la, so, do, te, la, so, do, ti, la, so, do, te, la, so. Let's hum it actually. Yeah, Mixolydian mode is a favorite of mine. Let's go up now. We went down, we descended. Now let's ascend. We're gonna go up from 5. All right, so we're here. All right, so it's gonna sound like this. And then, all right, so. That's so fa, so la, ti, do, so la, te, do, so la, ti, do, so la, te, do, so la, ti, do, so la, te, do, so la, ti, do, so la, te, do. It's like my brain is stuck in minor for some reason. You're welcome. No problem. My brain is stuck in minor. But we got to get it out. Get out of there. All right. But that's why these kinds of exercises are so great to do. They keep you on your toes. They keep your ears fresh, right? They keep you moving. and they keep you thinking. Like Chaz, who's a really, really brilliant singer. She sings backgrounds for Musiq Soulchild, and she was so kind enough. She shouted me out the other day on her platform, and one of the things that she said that I loved is that practicing scales and practicing modes raises your musical IQ. It's so true. It is so true. And so right now, while we are kind of messing with the scales, you may not feel like, okay, I don't really know how to apply this immediately to the way that I make music. Because I'll tell you what, modes is more than just a pattern. Like, once you know the pattern, that's great. But there's a lot more that goes into really using modes and understanding how they work, right? And so once you start to get an understanding of the underlying like way that modes work, you're gonna surprise yourself with the choices that you make. Like when you're improvising, when you're doing riffs and runs, when you're writing melodies, if you study these scales and you study how they move, where they go, etc., it's going to change the way that you approach music, and you're gonna hear things come out of yourself that you would never have thought of before until you expose yourself to the sound and expose yourself to the information. So again, if that sounds like something you want, like you want to get to a space where you're thinking differently about the way you make music, you're coming up with new melodies, you're coming up with new harmonies, right, that sound more complex and richer and all that sort of stuff. If that's what you want, then again, a really great way to do that would be to join me for Modes Workshop Live. It's an 8-week deep dive. I'm going to study deeply with everybody in the class all 7 modes of the major scale. And by the time you leave, you're going to know how each and every one of them works. And you will have already been creating in each of those modes. Okay, so it's a great way to upgrade your ear. And I hope to see you there. But anyhow, let's get back to it. We are working on Mixolydian. That's the key that we're in. All right, let's just isolate the 7. All right, so we're gonna go 1 7, right? 1 flat 7. 1 7. That is so true, Matilda. 1 flat 7. Yeah. 1 7. 1 flat 7. Or solfege is do ti, do te, do ti, do te. Couple more times. Do ti, and then do te, do ti, do te. Cool. We are running out of time. I gotta go teach Better Ear Boot Camp. So let's move on. Let's do minor Dorian. All right, so let's get ourselves back in a minor mood here, because we've been in a major space for a while, right? So we need to go here. That's minor. Thank you, Mariano. That's kind of you to say. All right, so we're doing. That's minor. Sing that with me. Yep. All right, so minor and Dorian. Let's target the differences between minor and Dorian. All right, and we're gonna descend. All right, so here's how that's gonna sound. In solfege, it's going to be do, te, le, so, do, te, la, so. Okay, that's the difference between major and minor. Dorian and minor. Minor first. Do, te, le, so, do, te, la, so. You gotta feel that la against the minor, right? One more time. Do, te, le, so, do, te, la, so. All right, that's minor versus Dorian. One more time. And do, te, le, so, do, te, la, Good. All right. We could go up. Sol. Start on sol. And sol, la, te, do. Sol, la, te, do. Woof. That's kind of scary. Let's do it again. And sol, la, te, do. 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 Nice. I hope you're singing along with me. Thanks for the follow, Jerome. Hope you were singing along. Hey, Cecily. I don't know if you're still there, but hello. It's good to see you. All right, let's do, because we're running out of time, let's do major versus Phrygian now. Minor versus Phrygian. My mouth is not cooperating with me, but thank you all for your patience. We're doing minor versus Phrygian now. Okay, we're still in this minor space. It's gonna get spooky. Now it's gonna get spooky. Okay, so minor, we need to hang around in the beginning of the scale to really feel the difference. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go do, re, mi, fa, sol. In fact, let's back it up. All right, let's do it this way. We're gonna build up. So we're gonna go do, re, do, ra, do, re, do, ra, do, re, do, ra. Practicing Phrygian. Do, re, do, ra. Nuance drill, yeah. Do, re, do, ra, do, re, do, ra. Now let's go up to May. Do, re, mi, and then do, ra, mi. Yep. Do, re, mi, then do, ra, mi. Again. Do, re, mi, do, ra, mi, do, re, mi, and then do, ra, mi, do, re, do, ra. You feel that? Do, re, do, ra. It goes do, re, mi, do, ra, mi. Yep. Do, re, mi. Do, ra, mi. Let's go up to sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, ra, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, ra, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, ra, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, ra, mi, fa, sol. Cool. Because time is running away from me. Last exercise. Phrygian and Locrian. Phrygian versus Locrian. Yikes. All right. But it's just the easier way. Okay, we could go from minor to Locrian, but it's a lot more jarring. If we start with Phrygian, then we can get closer without feeling so all over the place. All right, so it's gonna sound like this. Here we go. And do. Let's go slowly, actually. Here we go. And do, ra, mi, fa, sol. And then do, ra, mi, fa, say. Do, ra, mi, fa, sol. Do, ra, mi, fa, say. Do, ra, mi, fa, sol. Thank you for the follow. Do, ra, ra, mi, fa, sol, and then do, ra, mi, fa, say, cool. So I am out of time. I actually went over time. And time is only a factor for me because right now I am heading over to teach Better Ear Bootcamp. Better Ear Bootcamp is a 3-day virtual event that I do that helps folks get better at hearing keys, following chord progressions using the number system, and harmonization. So if you want to join me for that adventure, you totally can. If you're watching me on YouTube, the link is in my description. If you're watching me on Instagram and TikTok, I'm still working out my main link. It's not functional at the moment, but definitely send me a DM and I'll send you the link that you can use to join me for Better Ear Bootcamp if you would like to. So we're starting today, tomorrow, and Friday. It's a 3-day event. So get in where you fit in. There's a 1 p.m. which starts in 10 minutes, and there's a 7 p.m. that's later on tonight. Both of those times are in Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, I think we had a lot of fun today. This was a productive session. Yeah. And so one more time, why do we do things like this? Right? This is what I call nuance drills, where we work out and practice the differences between two adjacent scales, right? And the thing that will help us do is, number one, it helps us to feel the character of both of those scales separately as their own thing. And number two, it requires a lot. Like you could probably see from today, it requires a lot of intentionality, focus, and accuracy to do that. So it's going to increase your vocal control. It's going to make you aware of how the scales feel, what makes them unique, and it's going to help you internalize them as well. So definitely, if you want more practice with stuff like that, I do have an exercise collection called Scale Benders. It goes between major and minor. Volume 1 is out. Volume 2 is coming soon. So I would love for you to grab that. That'll help you a lot with everything that I just said. And again, if you want to learn your modes with me, you want to have greater control over the way your music feels and sounds, you don't want to miss Modes Workshop Live. It is an 8-week deep dive in all of those scales we just practiced. And by the time you're done, your ears are not going to be the same. You're going to be making music that sounds like nothing you've ever made before. And it's going to be, such a great time, right? We have a lot of fun too. So anyway, I'm going to skedaddle. This has been the Robin's Nest Live. I have been Ashley Robin. Okay, take care of your voices. Keep training your ears. And I will see you all again very